Yes. And that's where coaches, they play a just basic fundamental kind of role, that they are so crucial. I can't say enough. People like yourself, it's so important.
Yes, coaches are very important, and they have they have the heart and soul of their student athletes in mind. It can be, though, that they have other aspirations, and there are many coaches who cause challenges and look the other way with cheating and winning at all cost to to the detriment of the student athletes. And we've seen that in colleges, um, like Professional Soccer Association. We've seen that where the coaches are out themselves winning, but I wouldn't say that was the average way. Most of the coaches I know, well, matter of fact, all the coaches I know, and I work with them in conjunction with the student athletes,
Yeah.
they want their students to be the best. They just don't know what to do sometimes to help them, because they know they have potential, but they're not living up to that potential. So they try to help them, and they consult me, and then sometimes I work with the individual or even with their teams to show them these mindful toughness skill sets that can help them to win according to what they set for themselves. And people say they want to be champions, but when I tell them, well, this is what you have to do, they say, oh, that's really hard to breathe. you know, and I'm
Yes.
saying, no, the oxygen's necessary, in life. So breathing is just one step, but um, but to know what to do when you're anxious, and they don't realize, of course, the autonomic nervous system and the fight or flight response, but I show them what to do. And sometimes they come to me even with heart palpitations, things like that, and I get them to slow down the heart and to relax and actually to win, even though the heart palpitations seem to be so severe they couldn't function, at first. But that's all the fight or flight response, and I know how to work with that using the power of the mind, and then also to get yourself back with your positive thinking and with your mental rehearsals, which is so important because that's how the brain works in the mental rehearsal, where it's as if you're actually there doing it, even though it's going on in your brain and in your mind, the rehearsal itself. So the idea is that people can improve, and you have to believe in yourself. But if you give up before you even start thinking about losing, that's the law of attraction. And if you want to, as Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, because the law of
Right.
attraction will bring you right
Right.
there in that place. I think I'll fail that test today, and so you do, because there's no judgment in the subconscious mind. That we have to know that, when in the zone, there's no judgment. So if you're thinking you can win, your chances are much higher, and that's success. And then if you don't get first place, you get third place. Well, you can improve upon that using the power of your mind as well. And these are simple, easy steps that are portable, especially for children, teens, and young adults, so they can use them in other areas. Like often student athletes I work with, they get on the honor roll for the first time, or they are able to be more socially adept at getting a date for prom and things like that we work on, simply because I show them this mental rehearsal. What do you say? What do you do? And then what do you do when you get to prom? And what kind of conversation will you have there? And so we work on that too. It's all projected into the future with the mental rehearsal, so they have more confidence.